main toilet block is up in that direction. OK.
Oi, I've got something to show you.
Deborah printed it on her dad's word processor last night.
Go on then.
Ta-da!
No, not here. Someone might see.
Well, let's go in his cabin then.
Would that be all right?
Well, some of us are supposed to be working.
Oh, come on.
I don't understand it.
Understand what?
Those cheques from the fish farm account. The ones made out to Carter Limited?
Yes.
Well, look. They're typed.
Well, so they are.
I was sure Frank must have written them out when he was drunk and then forgotten about it.
No. Maybe he typed them out when he was drunk and then forgot about them.
Frank doesn't type. Anyway, it doesn't make any sense. If he was sober enough to type them, he'd remember doing it.
The plot thickens.
What can be going on?
No, I'm sure there's a perfectly simple explanation. I'm late. I have to fly if I'm going to catch the bus.
Yeah, it's all right, my love. I'll see you.
I saw you coming down the drive. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you? Do you think you'll be all right to work?
Yeah, I think so.
But don't overdo it. Burns take a long time to heal.
No, don't overdo it on your first day back.
Don't worry, Frank, I won't.
I suppose you've come over to keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
OK. You know where I'll be if you want me.
Right.
Why didn't you tell him your hands are still tender?
Well, because they're not. Not as bad as they were, anyway.
You're mad coming back to work before they're completely better.
Oh, come on, Julie. The doctor said it was fine. Anyway, they're bound to be tender for a while until the skin hardens. Oh, give over, will you? Look, if I stay off work too long, he'll get somebody else in. Jobs round here aren't easy to find, you know.
I'm not so sure about this. I mean, it's libelous. Beckendale's very own nouveau riche family create headlines. I Tate's not going to like it.
Yeah, but it's the Smiths. Well, the Smiths.
Everyone knows who you mean. Smith's son and heir tried to take down father. Drama at barbecue.
What do you reckon to the cartoon?
Well, the cartoons of Nick and Archie are very good, but I'm not so sure about this headline.
See, I told you.
Well, what's the matter?
Well, it's not the sort of wood that you use these days, is it?
Well, doesn't matter what you say. I mean, it amounts to the same thing, doesn't it?
We don't even know if they are.
That's what I told her.
They could sue you.
How? They don't know it's me.
Well, no, Lorraine's been involved.
Well, why?
Because of the cartoons.
Oh, no, they won't.
I'll just deny it.
And what's this? Nude bathing at Holiday Village. Are you trying to lose me my job?
Look, don't jump to conclusions. Read it.
The boy wonder of Smith's Holiday Village.
Oh, that's you, by the way.
Thank you.
Put them off the trail. Read it.
The boy wonder of Smith's Holiday Village had to rush to the aid of chubby local beauty.
That's Lorraine.
Yes, all right, you can put two and two together.
Had to rush to the aid of chubby local beauty when elastic failed as she perfectly executed a dive into the swimming pool. When did this happen?
It didn't. But you're the only one who knows that. Listen, do you think we could use your office to photocopy these?
Depends how many copies you need.
75. One for every letterbox in the village.
Morning. Morning.
Do you have to be a nuisance everywhere you go?
Oh, sorry, sweetheart. Upset your pacemaker, did I? No offence. Hey, can you help me?
No.
We're going to get some crisps and cans of drink. It's for the kids, for the journey back to London.
Oh, you're going, are you? Oh, well, that's different. Try the Holiday Village shop.
Oh, right. Cheers.
Have a safe journey.
They're typed. I thought you'd better see them as soon as possible. Thank you, Zoe.
And you're quite certain you didn't type them?
No, I've never heard of these people. I think the only thing to do is to get the police in, don't you think?
Is that what you really want?
We must.
I'd prefer to keep it in the family for now.
We've got to get to the bottom of this.
I'd rather put a private detective onto it.
Whatever you think. Just so long as we get it sorted. Now, the other thing was this order
Elizabeth,
from...
is this urgent?
No, not at all.
In that case, we can leave it. I'm running late as it is.
Of course, I'll, give you a call later on.
Fine.
Private detective?
Yes.
Does this mean you think she's got something to do with it?
I don't know what I think, but somebody's using checks from my account, and I wouldn't trust that husband of hers as far as I could throw him. I hate this sort of thing. I just hate it. There's nothing worse than feeling that you can't trust the people who work for you.
Look, someone's going to see us, Lorraine. Can't we wait until after dark?
No, this is a perfect time to do it. Most people are out at work. Look, you keep watch. I'll do these first houses.
Oh, good morning.
Lorraine Turner.
Hi, Mr. Turner. All right.
You're up and about early today?
Yeah. Okay. Panic over.
Well, I still think it's worth talking to him.
I'm not going cap in hand to Frank.
Talking to somebody is not going cap in hand.
Yeah, when you say talk, you mean asking for money.
It's an investment. He's going to get something back, for goodness sake.
If it works out.
Look, if we're going to make this thing work, we've got to believe in it before we approach anyone else.
Not talking farm shop by any chance, are we?
Oh, what else? All I said was I thought the most obvious person to go to for an investment was Frank Tate, and Jack just blocked it out. He won't even consider it.
Yeah, and I don't need you to come in on her side.
He won't be on my side. Is that likely? He and Frank are hardly best buddies.
Well, don't ask me what I do think then, will you? I mean, I'm sorry to spoil your speculation.
What's the matter with you?
Ah, nothing. That was Ma on the phone.
All right. Well, is she? What's she want?
She's at Mill Cottage. Invited us all over for tea this afternoon.
Why isn't she at her own cottage?
Dunno, I didn't get a chance to ask.
Well, I won't be going.
Oh, please, don't start.
I didn't start it.
He's got a point.
We're going. And that's that.
Well, I quite like Vic. At least he's got a bit of life about him.
He did spoil the barbecue.
Oh, Carol, it was funny more than anything.
Oh, well, at least they've gone now. Too embarrassed to stick around, I suppose.
I doubt it. Jayesh, I thought you were in Brighton.
I came back.
What? Where's Sangeeta?
Oh, she's at home with my parents.
Carol, do you think you could give us a moment or two, please?
Oh, yes, I suppose so.
What happened?
San's not coming back. She's made up her mind.
How is she?
Depressed. Didn't want to talk to me. Come here. Oh, it's good to see you.
Listen, you should have phoned before you came.
I didn't know I was coming myself. I came back to Leeds and just decided to hop on a bus.
Come inside, I'll make you a cup of coffee.
Is it okay if I stay with you for a few days?
Of course it is.
Kathy, in here?
I saw the door open from the road.
I just wanted to look around.
You should have told me you were coming over. I'd have given you a lift.
Don't be daft. You do enough for me as it is.
I don't mind.
Oh, I just had to come here. I wanted time to myself, time to think.
Yes, I'm sorry. I know the atmosphere at the mill isn't, wonderful at the moment.
I've no complaints. I'm grateful for all your support.
So what is it?
Nothing.
It's this afternoon, isn't it? The gathering of the clan.
It's a funny state of affairs when a woman of my age is frightened of her own family.
Well, I dare say you've had just cause.
I was nervous ringing the farm. I had to come here. And I looked around and I felt excited. I thought, this is going to be my home. My home with Leonard. And I'm not going to let anything or anybody spoil it for me.
Good for you.
And if Jack and Joe don't like the latest news I've got for them this afternoon, they can just lump it. That's their problem, not mine.
Morning.
What do you want?
It's all right. I've not come to get at you. I thought it was time we probably tried to bury the hatchet. I don't like this situation any more than you do. I hate to be at odds with my family.
I don't know why. It's something you excel at.
I've come here to say that I'm not entirely blind, and I understand...
I don't want to hear what you have to say.
Well, that's not very civil of you after all that's happened.
Bury the hatchet. Who are you kidding?
Stop behaving like a spoiled brat.
I'm going out.
Don't walk out on me.
Here you go. Thank you. I want a word with you.
Uh-oh. Go on, then.
Not here. Thank you. Outside.
Yeah, OK, in a minute.
No, now, quick. Come on, quick, before Jayesh gets back.
Jayesh?
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Oh, yes.
I thought I'd seen the last of you.
No chance. You got me for good, sweetheart.
You said you were going to London.
I never said I was going. Viv wanted to get back for Donna.
Who?
Donna, our youngest one. She'd been staying with my sister while we sort out the shop business.
Oh, why couldn't you have gone with them?
Well, I got things to do, sweetheart.
Things like destroying barbecues, making a fool of yourself in public, that sort of thing?
You said it. Sorting out schools for the kids, post office courses for me. We've got a shop to open in less than a month. So if you could force yourself to stop being witty for a minute or two, I won't mind a pint.
I don't really want to do your dirty work for you, Rachel.
It's hardly dirty work, Mark. Just tell him he can't stay at the cabin.
Why?
Look, Jayesh has been getting me down recently. He's so jealous. I just feel as if I need some breathing space.
So tell him.
I can't, not now. He's so upset about Sangeeta going back to Brighton. He blames himself.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know, but he won't listen to me. Look, Mark, please tell him that he can't stay with us.
Why?
He won't be so hurt if it comes from you.
I don't know. Yeah, I suppose I can, but if you've gone off him, wouldn't it be better to be upfront about it?
Yeah, well, I will be. Once he's sorted himself out a bit.
Thanks, love.
No Rachel today, Carol?
Yeah, she's here somewhere. She went off for a word with Mark.
All right, Jay. Didn't know you were in town.
Well, nowhere else to keep you informed of my movements.
That's not what I meant. No son, anyway.
She's all right.
Oh, good. Good. I'm pleased about that.
Yeah, what do you care?
Jayesh!
Look, it doesn't fool me, all this concern. You don't give a damn about Sangeeta. You liked the fact she was depressed. Gave you a way in, didn't it? A way of staying close to Rachel. Oh, don't bother denying it.
Can I have half in there, please, Carol?
You sure about that?
Yeah, why?
Well, I don't know if I can take any more of the disturbances that seem to happen when you're around.
Hey, it was nothing to do with me.
He's right, it was nothing to do with Michael.
How is he?
Oh, he's gone for a walk to cool off.
And what are you laughing at?
This.
What is it?
I don't know. I found it on the bar.
Have you seen this? No.
Yeah.
What's this supposed to mean? No. It isn't true, is it? Who's behind this?
I don't know.
Load of rubbish.
Well, it's quite well written, actually.
It's vindictive and small-minded.
It's very funny, though.
A new London family in the area caused much amusement when the young son, embarrassed by his father's dancing antics, tried to stop the music. Having successfully carried out his mission, he launched himself at the food table, demolishing everything in his path. Father was left with egg on his face, while the son got egg on his legs, arms, chest region. Need I go on?
Well, at least we'll be remembered, eh?
Well, you've given the gossips something to get the teeth into.
What are you staring at me for? Look, this newspaper's got nothing to do with me.
Oh, no.
Robert, time to go and see Gran. Oh, hi, Lorraine.
You off out?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, I was just wondering if there was any odd jobs for me to do.
Not today. If anything comes up, I'll give you a ring. Robert!
Here.
Come on, we'll be late.
What about me?
I thought you weren't coming.
Of course I'm coming. You know I'm coming.
Oh, must leave you to come to your senses more often. Seems to work quicker.
Won't be a minute.
What about Joe?
Meeting us up there.
Do you want to lift home?
Yeah.
That way we're all going.
It means we're all going.
Brilliant.
I didn't go there to make trouble. I went there to bury the hatchet. I was even prepared to use some of the proceeds from the haulage company to pay off his debt. Because he must be in over his head.
Suppose he must. So what did he say?
We didn't get that far. He wouldn't even let me get my first sentence out.
Perhaps you should just leave it for a bit.
No, I'm not leaving it. I hate things hanging fire like that. The haulage company has got to be sold. When I'm selling something, I just like to get on with it.
I don't think you're going to get round Chris that easily.
I think I'm being very reasonable. He's the one who should be apologising to me. He should.
All
right, Dad.
You don't mind the heat?
Gran! Hello, Robert. Oh, nice.
Dad's here.
Well, I should think so too. What about Mummy?
Oh, she was always coming.
Hello, Annie. How are you? Oh, not so bad. The kettle's boiling. I'll make some tea. There's chocolate cake, Robert.
Great.
Shall I make the tea?
No, you can help me bring the cups through.
She said anything about why she's asked us here?
Not yet. Just been chattering on about Spain.
What's she playing at?
She's made my favourite cake, Dad.
Oh, you've got so many favourites, you don't know which it really is. But this is your dad's favourite.
Want to tell me about it?
There's nothing to tell.
Come on. It's written all over your face.
That friend of Rachel's, the one from Leeds.
Yes?
Richard. Well, he rang me up and invited me to a disco.
You don't want to go?
It's not that I don't want to go. I just know what to do.
I don't follow. Disco's just a disco, isn't it?
What do I wear? Who asks who to dance?
Well, can't you ask this boy how it works?
No, I'd feel stupid. I'm scared, Dad.
What of?
Myself. My feelings. Now that something's happening, I half want to run away and hide.
You know what they say, don't you?
What?
Nothing's ever as bad as fear itself. And the other thing they say is, feel the fear and do it anyway.
Well, I'm glad that you think it's funny.
Well, that's because I know it's not true. You know why it happened, though?
Yeah, because Archie asked Rachel to me about those gay blokes from Leeds.
Well, why did he do that? Well, haven't you asked him?
No,
Well, why not?
because it's not the sort of thing that you ask somebody, is it?
Oh, come off it, Nick. You share a house with Archie.
Look, Archie is not gay. He's completely into Zoe.
He'd like to be.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe that's the problem. He loves her, but he can't, you know.
Oh, come on, Julie.
Oh, well, there must be some reason why they can't get it together.
Yeah, because Zoe likes to play games.
No, I reckon there's more to it than that. I think Zoe's worked it out and she's encouraging
are you sure that you didn't write these stories?
Me?
What stories?
Nothing.
You're weird, you two.
And there Henry had seen a pair of buzzards, see?
10th of April, 1973.
Up on High Fell.
Did he write down every bird he saw?
I don't know about everyone, but he certainly wrote down a lot.
I could start a bird watching diary of my own.
You could. In fact, if you like,
Yes.
you could have Henry's diary. Lots of blank pages. See? What do you think, Jack?
Yeah, fine by me.
You'd have to take care of it, though. Can you do that?
I'm going out now into the garden to see if we can see any birds.
Good luck.
You going to tell us why you asked us here now?
I am.
At last.
October the 30th.
Yeah? What about it?
You can all write it down in your diaries.
What for?
That's the day I'm getting married.
That's only a couple of months away.
So?
Do you want more time?
What for? Oh, no, Joe. When you get to my age, there's no point in waiting.
Are you sure that's what you want?
Well, I think I'm old enough to know my own mind, and Leonard is too.
Well, I think you're making the most terrible mistake. One of these days you're going to wake up and wonder what on earth you've done.
Better than wondering what it would be like if I hadn't done it.
Archie, have you seen this?
What?
Well, are you annoyed?
No, not really. It's just gossip, innit?
But how's it started?
We're both single. We live together. People put two and two together and come up with five.
Archie, we've been living together for ages. Why are the rumours suddenly starting now?
Does it matter?
Of course it matters. I don't want people going round thinking of us like that.
I know you're not gay. You know I'm not gay. What's it to worry about? Can't we just leave it at that?
Look, we've got to let people know that this isn't true.
Do you really think that people will believe it?
Well, some might.
Well, if they do, they're not worth bothering about.
I just wish I could be as relaxed about it as you.
Oh, aren't we domesticated?
So, what did Frank have to say about those checks then?
He's taking it a lot more seriously than he did at first. He's worth taking on a private detective to look into the matter.
It's a bit of a sledgehammer to crack a nut, isn't it? Checks weren't for that much money, were they?
That's not the point, Eric. Someone's stealing from him. Anyway, I want to know what's going on. Never mind Frank. Could you wash that salad? Only I just want to go and phone Nick, see how he got on his first day back at work.
Okay.
Actually, on second thoughts, I'd better put the potatoes on first.
Yeah, thanks. Have you seen anything of Richard lately?
Richard?
Yeah, you know, the guy at the barbecue.
Oh, right, yes.
It's just that you two seem to be getting on really well that night.
Not really.
It's ironic, really, because I wouldn't have asked him, only Archie asked me to ask him.
I thought he was a friend of yours.
No, not really. I don't know him that well.
Well, he was very nice.
Yes. Have you seen that Beckendale's got its own private eye?
No. Who wrote this?
I don't know, but I got my eye on that pair over there.
I got slagged off along with everyone else. She did.
What about you, Mark?
I'm not guilty.
It was probably Lynn. She enjoys good gossip.
Yeah.
Now's your chance to ask him.
Shut up, Lorraine.
Well, you were the one who wanted to know if it was true or not.
Hi, Archie. Looks like your news is out.
What? Yeah, I've seen it.
It's not true, is it?
No, of course it's not.
Well, if it is true, don't make me a different person, does it?
You're not coming in. This is my house, and you're not coming in.
No, it's so bloody ridiculous. Sorry.
It's all right. I was just going upstairs anyway.
And you're going to listen to me.
This is all part of bearing the hatchet, I take it.
It would be if you let me get my proposition out.
Go on, then.
I want you to know that whatever I feel about the past, I want to put it all behind us.
Yeah.
And as a gesture of goodwill, and to prove that I mean what I say, I'm prepared to pay off some of the debt which you must have incurred when you bought Kim's shares.
I don't need your charity.
Come on. There's no point in being stiff-necked about it. You must be over your head in debt.
Yeah, well, being in debt to the bank is a lot better than being in debt to you. I mean, you'd have me right where you want me. There's nothing you'd like better.
Not true, Chris.
All right, if it's not true, why didn't you listen to one of my propositions for a change?
Fine. I'm only too glad to.
All right, instead of giving me the money to pay off my debts, which I assume you're planning to raise from the sale of the haulage company,
yes,
why don't you just give me the haulage company outright? My own company to run as I want to, without you looking over my shoulder the whole time.
That's out of the question, and you know it.
Why? Why is it out of the question?
Because the haulage company is worth a lot of money. Not only would it underwrite our debt, but it'll go a long way in paying off Kim's divorce settlement.
You
Chris, it's just business.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? You paying off your debts at my expense.
I've got to pay her off some...
Shut up! Just shut up! Take over the stinking company. Be the boss. Sell it. But don't ever think I'm going to work for you again.